Good afternoon and welcome into Mary's Kitchen. I have a very special treat for you today. I think we're kind of moving into barbecue weather. Well, we've certainly had barbecue weather in the last few weeks. And I thought I'd teach you how to make a friend. I put a comment on a video a couple days ago. If you want me to cook anything, please just ask me, and I'm very, very happy to do so. I'm just waiting for one or two people to come on. Oh, I see somebody's on. Yes, you're all starting to pile on now. Good. So I put a comment the other day and just said if anybody wanted me to make anything. So one of my friends, Fiona, said, I'd love to see your twice baked potatoes. I've had them many times before and I'd like to see how you make them. So hi Virginia, and hi Kathy, and Barbara, hi. So I said, okay, so I'm going to do that. So I thought, well, I'll add something into this for you too. So twice baked potatoes are absolutely a must if you're having a barbecue and a bunch of people over, because you can prepare them way beforehand and then just put them in the oven for a warm up. So we'll see who's on here. Hi Patty, how are you? Good morning. And so anyway, you can prep these up, even the day before you could prep them up. And then just put some, let them cool and put some cling film, put them in the fridge, and then they're ready for your barbecue the next day. But they're really, really fantastic, and they're just absolutely fabulous with a touch of hot sauce on the side. So who's on? Petra, hi. And Barbara, Fiona, hi. Well, Fiona, I was just talking about you. I said that a friend of mine had asked me to make these on the comments. Another girl, Carol Kosh, she asked for a barbecue sauce, and she asked for a pulled chicken. Well, I'm not doing the pulled chicken today, but I certainly am doing the twice baked potatoes, and I'm doing the barbecue sauce too. It's a smoky barbecue sauce. It's really easy to make. It's versatile, and there's some ingredients that you can swap around if you don't like it with hot sauce. Hi, Paula. Hey, Debbie. Hi. Great to see you girls coming on. Good. That's excellent. So anyway, let's start with the hot sauce. The barbecue, smoky barbecue sauce. It's made with hot sauce. That's why I said let's start with the hot sauce. It's made with hot sauce, brown sugar, butter, garlic, and of course smoky paprika. So it's pretty simple to make, but you got to just like kind of cook it, do it on your cooker. It doesn't take very long. It just takes like about 3 minutes to make. I'll just see who else is on here. Hi, Teresa. Hi there. Great. Good to see you girls. So what we're going to start off with is we're going to put 1 ounce of butter. First, I guess I better heat up my pan or we're not going to be going very far, are we? I'm going to put 1 ounce of butter in there just to melt first. And then once that's melted, now this barbecue sauce you can use for a lot of things. And you'll see from the picture when I loaded the event on that it was chicken thighs. And what I do with the chicken thighs, I just slice into each thigh twice, relatively deep. And then I coat, usually a package of thighs, we get about 8 thighs in a package. So I cut them all diagonally across each thigh twice. And then I coat them in the barbecue sauce and I leave them to marinate for quite a few hours, okay? And then you can cook them either in the oven or you can cook them on your barbecue. So that's just about melted. I'm going to turn that down just a touch. Don't want it cooking too fast. There we go. And I'm going to put the brown sugar. I got 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Now I'm just using Billington's Dark Muscovado, but you can use any type of brown sugar that you like. All right. Try to not use white sugar. It doesn't have the same kind of effect. So we got 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. I'm just going to let that melt into the butter. That's why you have to cook this a little bit, just to let the brown sugar melt a little bit, and also the butter. There we go. And just break down any lumps of sugar in there, because you want it all nicely combined. I just had a lovely thing. I looked outside on the bird feeder and there was a woodpecker. Oh, so nice to see. It's so nice to see all the finches. I still feed them. I feed them every day. It costs quite a lot of money. Buy big, huge bags of nuts and bags of seeds and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter. They're happy. This is, I'm using a hot sauce here, so you can use any hot sauce. I know you like, there's Frank's, there's, what do we call it? Well, this one here, for example, is Icona. But there's tons and tons and millions of hot sauces out there. You can use whatever hot sauce you want. Now, if you don't like hot sauce, what I would suggest is you use ketchup instead. All right, ketchup will give you the same kind of barbecue flavor. And we're gonna put 4. You can keep this in a jar, you know, for a few days as well. I would imagine for more than a few days, but probably about a week or so. So that's your hot sauce in there. And then we're gonna put 2 teaspoons, of smoked paprika. Make sure it's smoked, okay? It gives a totally different flavor. You can use normal paprika if you want, but as I say, this is a smoky barbecue sauce, like Mary's special school of measuring. I do have measuring spoons, but they hardly ever see any of my cooking. Poor things. I think they've been made redundant. Anyway, then I gotta use a tablespoon of, I'm using apple cider, raw organic apple cider vinegar, and it's a tablespoon, so just, yeah, my measuring system. It usually works best. And you could put a teaspoon of garlic powder in, but if you don't have garlic powder, I'm just using fresh garlic, which I prefer, obviously. I prefer fresh. And then just put that into your sauce. Now, how easy was this? Do I not give you the easiest recipes? Yeah, I mean, good food. Let's just put a little bit of salt and pepper in here too. Good food is usually simply made. I don't like anything too fussy, and I do like to barbecue. I'm a bit of a barbecue aficionado. So I do like to barbecue as much as I can, because I have a gas barbecue that I use, and I like to fire it up even in the wintertime. So that's the barbecue sauce made. Now, this recipe, I put it up above the video in the comments. I'm just going to pour that into there. Now, the best thing you can do is to marinate whatever you're going to cook on your barbecue for a good 2 or 3 hours if you can, or even overnight. So that's your barbecue sauce. All right, looks absolutely lovely. I'm just going to move this cooker over a little bit. There we go. Just some extra, my redundant measuring spoons. So tonight I am going to be barbecuing pork medallions, and but as I say, you could use this is great with chicken. If you want to use chicken breasts, just cut your chicken breasts 3 times diagonally, put the marinade on, and then cook them either in the oven or in the barbecue, which is both good. So I'm just going to let this cool for a few minutes, and then I'm going to coat my pork medallions there. So that's that part done. That's the smoky barbecue sauce. So I'll say hello to a few people. Hi, Tanya. Hey, Lorraine. I thought you were busy with somebody in Hamilton. Oh, good. I'm so glad you came on. Hey, Fiona. Yeah, yeah, Fiona, my spoons are on furlough. Yeah, funny enough, I don't even think, I mean, I don't even know why I brought them out today. They're off duty. They've always been off duty. So that's a very, very, very simple smoky barbecue sauce that I made here. I've got my brush already. I'm waiting for this to cool down before obviously I put it on the pork. So I'll just reiterate what the recipe is again. We've got 4 ounces of hot sauce, or if you don't want to use hot sauce, use ketchup. You got 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, any type of brown sugar you like, or you could use coconut sugar if you wanted. We've got 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar. I put 2 fresh garlic cloves in mine. You can put 1 teaspoon of garlic. And let's see, oh yes, and 1 ounce of butter. So that's your recipe, and I've put it up the top there. Actually, just to be naughty, I'm gonna put a few chili flakes in here too. Yeah, let's turn up the heat. and get every ounce of that sauce in there. There we go. Yeah, a few chili flakes to just make that really, really nice. Now, Fiona, I hope you're paying attention, because this is the twice baked potatoes, and I absolutely adore these. So I've got my baked potatoes here, and as I said, you can make them earlier. I just took these out of the oven, so they're quite warm. Cut them in half. Can you see me quite clearly? Good. Cut them in half. Okay, don't damage the skin if you can help it. There we go. And as I say, these are really, really easy to prepare. Now, I put these in the oven at the highest temperature for about 40 minutes, but you got to look at them, because I don't know how big your potatoes are. So if your potatoes are huge, it's going to take longer. So, but these potatoes are sort of just a kind of a medium, and they took, I would say, probably a good 45 minutes. All right, now, Mary's tip. If you haven't got 45 minutes to wait, but you still want to get that nice kind of, you don't get the same kind of skin in the microwave. It goes all floppy. So what you can do is put your potatoes in their microwave for 5 minutes beforehand. Make sure you spear your potatoes before, okay? Because sometimes they can blow up. And what to do is put them for 5 minutes in the microwave. It softens them up a bit and finish them off in the oven. It should only take about 20 or 30 minutes then. But anyway, I like to bake potatoes. For me, are baked potatoes, baked in the oven. That's the way to go. So what we're going to do is we are going to scoop out the potato into this little bowl here, and just take as much of the potato as you can, but do leave a kind of layer behind, because what you want is a little cup like that. All right, just a little cup. Yeah, I should have got my baking sheet. Oh, it's okay. I can use this as my baking sheet here. Yeah, I should have put my baking sheet out. But anyway, so I'm just gonna take the potato out and just leave a little skin, leave a little bit of potato there. All right, just so you get a nice little boat. Now you can do this with sweet potatoes too. Sweet potatoes don't take as long in the oven, and you got to be careful when you're scooping them out, because they tend to come right off the skin, especially if you bake them in the oven. So you need to kind of be careful with them when you're scooping them out. But yes, make these with sweet potatoes too if you want. Absolutely lovely, first class. In fact, I quite like them with sweet potatoes. Now, we're going to put some onion in here. I would say it's probably a good heaped tablespoon of red onion chopped. Now, I'm only using the red onion today because I used up my spring onions, or scallions as you call them. So I would chop 2 or 3 spring onions up. You know, the scallions, spring onions. I have to say both names for US and for UK. Now, I'm using some red onion here, and it's about a heaped tablespoon, and I'm going to put that in there. These are so easy to make. And I'm going to put about an ounce of butter in there. Get all that butter in there. I'm going to do some salt. These are 2 great barbecuing dishes, and really, really useful for this time of year. Some nice pepper. This pepper is rainbow pepper, it's called. 3 different colors, which is nice. And now, we're going to mash that. We're going to mash that in the bowl. So you can see if you were making quite a few of these, I'm only making just 2 potatoes. It's really nice to do the day before and get them ready. So if you're doing any entertaining this weekend, everybody's probably going wild, trying to get out to the pub, etc., etc. But there, so that's that. Now we're going to put a good big tablespoon of sour cream in here, maybe even 2 big dollops, okay? That's the best way to describe that, because we're not using the measuring spoons. Okay, so that's that all mixed up, and now we're going to add some cheese. It doesn't really matter how much cheese you add. I would say probably about a half a cup. And I'm going to top some, that'll do, that's about a half a cup. Mix that all in, just keep mashing it all in together. And then we're just going to fill our potatoes up again. But you don't want to lose any of that potato because it's so delicious once you get all the sour cream, the butter, and the cheese in there. This is a really, really wonderful kind of USA barbecue dish. There you go. Just give it a good old turn. I am going to put a few chili flakes. I always put a few chili flakes in here because you know I like them. The chili queen. And there we go. We've got that all mixed up. Now all we are going to do is very simple. Is we are just going to fill these little babies up with the potato mixture. And be quite generous. You know, you want them to look attractive. And I'm going to top them off with some cheese afterwards. Now, I got a recipe from a friend, Monica Heaney. Monica, I don't know if you're on just now because I haven't been looking at the screen too much. But she sent me a recipe for roasted sun-dried tomatoes. So I thought I'll come on. I'm not sure whether it's going to be tomorrow or the next day. I'll come on and show you how to prep up because I can't show you the full, I could show you the next day what they look like after they're finished, but I can't show you the full procedure because it takes about, I don't know, 4 hours to do them in the oven. So it's a different way to do a sun-dried tomato. And also, well, if you're in a sunny climate, you can do what I tell you to do and then put them out in the sun, but make sure you cover them up so the bugs and the flies don't get on. But we'll talk about that when we get to that time to making them. So just scoop these all up. Make sure they all have enough potato in them. See, they look attractive already. And then what I do, I'm just going to take that last little bit off. Don't waste, waste not, want not. There we go. And then what I do is I just top them off with a tiny bit more cheese, like so. And then you're going to put your oven on at about, I'd say 350. You're going to have these in the oven for maybe 10 minutes at the most. And you're just heating them through and you're melting the cheese on the top. So that's your twice baked potato. Very simply done. Basically scoop out the potato, put about an ounce of melted butter in there, mash it all up together, some salt, pepper, some chili flakes, 2 heaped tablespoons of sour cream, and a good handful of cheddar cheese. And bake them in the oven again, and there you go. So that's it. That's all set for the barbecue. I'm just going to get these ready now, and I'll just show you what I'm going to do, because I might not use all this sauce, because there's quite a bit of sauce there, and I've got some chicken for cooking tomorrow. So I'm just going to put a wee bit on. Don't brush, then put it back in here again, okay? Because we're dealing with raw meat over here. So as you see, I'm just pouring some of the sauce. I'm going to keep some of this sauce, actually. There we go. So I've got enough there for another dish tomorrow if I want to do some chicken or something. And then just give that a brush around, like so. And then turn them over. Make sure you get all the sauce on both sides. I just put them on top of each other and kind of rub them so that they get lots of sauce everywhere. And just mix them up in there a wee bit. That needs a bit more on the back. And these are just beautiful. So they're all ready now. See how you can get these all prepped up beforehand before you start your meal and stuff. You could do this first thing in the morning. Then just put some cling film on them. And that's plenty of sauce there for those 2. There, I'll put that in there. And I've still got enough left here to do some chicken or whatever I want to do with that. So that's going to be the barbecued pork. So that's a smoky barbecue sauce and twice baked potatoes. So I hope you enjoyed that today. And thanks for coming on and saying hello. Who's all on here? Hi, Gloria and Lorraine. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. And Tammy, hi. And Jerry, nice to see you girls. listen, I hope you have some fun with that. I hope you get a chance to make them this weekend. And if you do, please post either on my kitchen page or send me a photograph, okay? I love to see your pictures. All right, I'll say cheerio. And remember, if you see someone without a smile, give them yours. Thanks for coming on. Bye.